Most people come to Paris chasing landmarks. They rush from the Eiffel Tower to the Louvre, snapping photos, checking boxes, moving fast. But the real Paris isn't loud, it's slow. And if you want to feel it, you have to leave the postcard version behind. There's a place where locals go when they want quiet. A place where conversations stretch for hours and nobody is in a hurry. It's called Canal Saint-Martin. The canal cuts through the city like a calm breath. Iron bridges arch over the water. Old trees lean toward their reflections. And the noise of central Paris fades into the background. In the afternoon, people sit along the edge with coffee, books, or just their thoughts. Nobody is posing. Nobody is rushing. You'll see friends sharing cheap wine from paper cups, couples watching boats pass through the locks, street musicians playing soft melodies that float across the water. This is Paris without performance. Walk slowly along the canal and notice the details. The graffiti that looks like art, the tiny bakeries tucked into corners, the bicycles chained to railings like they have always been there. Every few minutes the light changes. Sun reflections dance on the buildings. Shadows stretch across the water. It feels cinematic without trying, and that's the secret. Tourist Paris tries to impress you. Canal Saint-Martin simply exists and invites you to sit with it. Come here near sunset. The sky softens. The water turns gold. Conversations quiet down. And for a moment, the city feels like it belongs to the people who live in it, not the crowds passing through. If you want to understand Paris, don't chase the tallest monument. Sit by the canal and let the city come to you. Everyone climbs the stairs of Montmartre. They reach the top, take a photo of Sacré-Cœur, admire the view, and leave. But what they miss is everything behind them, because the real magic of Montmartre isn't the church, it's the maze of streets wrapped around it. Step away from the main square. Walk just 5 minutes in any direction, and Paris transforms. The crowds disappear, the air feels quieter, the streets shrink into narrow cobblestone paths that twist like they have secrets to keep. This neighborhood once belonged to painters, poets, and dreamers, and somehow, it still feels like it does. You'll pass tiny cafes with handwritten menus, windows covered in ivy, doors painted in colors you don't see anywhere else in the city. Street artists sketch portraits in silence. Cats sleep on warm stone steps. Music leaks gently from open apartments. Nothing here feels rushed. Montmartre moves at the speed of memory. Look up as you walk. Balconies overflow with flowers. Laundry sways in the breeze. Old lamps cast warm light even in daytime. It feels less like a city and more like a village floating above Paris. Turn corners without checking a map. This is a place meant to be wandered, not navigated. Every unexpected alley feels like a discovery. Every staircase leads to another quiet viewpoint. And somewhere between getting lost and finding your way again, you realize this is the Paris you imagined before you arrived. Not grand, not crowded, just intimate. Montmartre doesn't try to impress you. It invites you to slow down and stay a while. When tourists think of Paris parks, they picture manicured gardens near famous landmarks, perfect lawns, straight paths, carefully arranged flowers. But locals escape somewhere wilder, somewhere that feels almost untouched. Parc des Buttes-Chaumont doesn't look like a city park. It looks like nature interrupted Paris. Cliffs rise suddenly from the ground. A waterfall spills into a hidden lake. A suspended bridge sways gently above the trees. It feels cinematic, almost unreal. Walk deeper into the park and the city disappears behind leaves. Joggers pass quietly. Families picnic on steep hillsides. Friends lie on the grass staring at the sky like time doesn't matter. There's space here. Breathing room. At the top of the highest cliff stands a small temple overlooking the skyline. Climb slowly. The path curves upward, revealing more of the city with every step. And when you reach the top, Paris stretches endlessly in the distance. Rooftops ripple like waves. The horizon glows at sunset. The noise of the streets becomes a distant murmur. It's one of the best views in the city, and almost nobody talks about it. This park isn't polished, it's alive. Grass grows uneven. Paths feel carved, not designed. Travel isn't just about famous landmarks. It's about the quiet places in between, the streets without crowds, the moments that don't try to impress you, but stay with you anyway. The next time you visit a city, step away from the checklist. Walk a little farther. Turn the corner nobody talks about. That's where the real memories live, and that's where the journey truly begins.